So here's a recap of life. I thought I'd start with the 20s. I called them the terrible twos. You know how it is when you're told the terrible twos is when a kid just gets into everything. So from the age of 2 to 3, they call it terrible. Well, that's not so terrible because you don't remember when you're 2 going on 3, but you remember those 20s. So my recap of the 20s, the terrible twos, lots of experimentation, fingers in electrical sockets, learning about yourself, curiosity peaks, still falling down a lot, but learning how to navigate, a few scarred knees with that. Being alone is terrifying. So all relationships are a go. Boundaries? What boundaries? Learning what you like and don't like. Constantly run over by the Mack trucks of life. And getting up with bruises and breaks and scars. I talked to God, but I didn't really know how to reach him. The 30s, they seemed pretty short. I was still falling down, but not too often. You want to do everything yourself. You know, like a 3-year-old, I want to tie my own shoes. You know how to avoid what you don't like now. Still not wanting to be alone though, but navigating our relationships and considering boundaries, but not terrified. But being alone? No. And it's okay to spread the wings a little, despite the criticism. And the Mack trucks of life, you can still see them coming and still get hit. God is really real. We ain't playing. I'm fighting back in the 40s. I was stumbling and falling from time to time, but my knees weren't getting skinned up. Not going down the harmful paths anymore, though. Curiosity phase is null. You know better, and you're doing better. You know what you want and how to get it. And you know what you don't want. You don't care what others think. You're sometimes defensive. Flying, not too wobbly. Being alone, maybe. The Mack trucks are still coming, but you can see them and you can hear the horn and sometimes narrowly escape. Thank you, God. 50s, no more talk. No stumbling around. But if it happens, on rare occasions, you catch yourself before you hit the ground. Mack trucks can be seen and heard, but you get out of their path before they hit you. Not just flying, but soaring. You know what you like and how to get it, and what you don't like and how to successfully avoid it. Okay, alone. No monsters under the bed, and you realize it was your imagination. I see and hear God. The 60s, same path, no roadblocks. You see, all those other years, an illusion that I wasted more time than I should have paying attention to. But the fun begins. I have control over nothing and free to think it and be it without feeling like a failure or a victor. Just accomplishing, loving mercy and grace, and acting and treating everyone like they love mercy and grace too. Looking forward, not dwelling on the past, staying happy in the present. Not reacting, not initiating. what others think. What others? Mack trucks? They went down another street. God is great.